No mai, haere mai ki whakatū. A very good evening to you all from the Trafalgar Centre in downtown Nelson, where the Taranaki Steel Formers Airs have arrived for their second game of round 5 to take on the MBS Nelson Giants. Hugh Baden here alongside Phil Jones, and we begin, Phil, as we do in 2024 with the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And as you'll find out very shortly when we show you the starting lineups, this is bound to be the biggest test for the as yet unbeaten Nelson Giants Rapid League team.
Kia ora, Hugh. 100%. I know this Naki team rolling in here, they have got some serious talent, not only in their full roster, but in their Rapid League team. It almost looks like a NZNBL starting 5.
And we have a look at the Sky Broadband Rapid ladder so far through 4.5 rounds. The Giants 5-0 atop the ladder. The Airs 3-2. So the Giants are team to beat, the youngsters anyway in the Rapid League, and that could happen tonight as we're about to take a look at something that sent ripples through the building as the rumours have got out. Rokawa, Cameron, Davison, Hoyata. That is a starting 5 in a Sky Broadband Rapid League game.
Yeah, that is a squad right there, and great to see the Cameron brothers playing, you know, in the NZNBL and playing on the same team. You know, that's a tough little combination right there.
A lot of NBL talent. In fact, 4 Tall Blacks on that court. For the Airs, 1 out there for the Giants. James Matthews and Nick Davidson back after 3 weeks out with an injured ankle after a fine start to the season. Hayden Jones, Ashton Inwood and Ernie Kerr rounds out the Giants starting 5 for the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. Have a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head, and, well, sons of everywhere there. Hayden Jones, son of you, of course, Phil Jones. Tobias, son of Pero. Xavier Adam, son of Trent Adam. Nico Hill, son of Angelo Hill.
Yeah, sons everywhere. You know, that's a interesting looking stat line across all of those different categories, and the one thing that stands out to me is the Giants have got 5 wins in a row in the Rapid League, and I'm sure the years will be looking to stop that run right here.
There's Carlin Davison and Flynn Cameron in that much talked about New Balance uniform that the Airs have rocked. A little bit Marmite-y, I'd say. Polarising. Some people love it, some people hate it. As we see the referees, Brad Clive, Corey Hogg, Taylor Lynch for the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. And what's the thinking, Phil, do you think, from Sam McKinnon and the Airs coaching staff around these players starting the Rapid League game?
Well, it's a hard one. You don't know whether they're really looking to try and run up some points on the Giants here so the points difference is in their favour, or whether there's been some issues in the camp and maybe some discipline stuff going on. Who knows?
Played just 2 nights ago, did the Airs up in Tauranga against the Fives. Carlin Davison gets the scoring going from right in front of his own bench with a 3-ball.
Yeah, nice little set there by the Airs. The screen, and Davidson pops, knocks it down.
Here's Hayden Jones firing it over to Nick Davidson, driving up with the right hand, and Davidson tips it off the rim. Flynn Cameron over Hayden Jones. So many battles on this court in this building between Jones and Cameron over the years. It's great to see the next generation picking up the mantle. Davidson surveying his options, gets Jordi Hoyata a mismatch he likes. Up he goes with his right hand. High rebound from Carlin Davison. Expect nothing less from one of, if not the most athletic player in the league, and he goes coast to coast.
Yeah, he's a serious athlete, Davison. Just showing there, grabbing that rebound, taking the ball the length of the floor and scoring easily over the Giants defense.
Screen from Kerr. Here's James Matthews probing. He draws the matchup with Jordi Hoyata. And he gets it just to roll in, does James Matthews, for the first points for the MBS Nelson Giants on this Sunday evening.
And James Matthews played every minute for the Giants in the Rapid League so far this season, so you know, he's feeling pretty comfortable out there, I'd imagine.
Well, he's earned his spot tonight in particular, as with the returning Nick Davidson. You'd say this is the first time in 2024 the Giants have had their entire roster, with the additions of Kobe Langley, Theo Akuba, and now Davidson back from injury. Someone had to drop out, and James Matthews, like you said, has played every minute of Rapid League. Just a couple minutes in the NBL in garbage time as Hayden Jones's 3-ball bounces out. Inwood with the offensive rebound. He's fouled. So it's Caleb Chamberlain who isn't suiting up.
Oh, it looks like there wasn't a foul call there. Inwood must have stepped out of bounds. Yeah, it's a tough job for the coaches, because obviously when you've got a reasonably sized squad, you've got to make choices about who's in and who's out. See Rokata just taking the ball to the hoop. Matthews fouling him. You've got to make those decisions. Tough calls sometimes to tell guys they're not going to be suiting up. But I think, you know, Coach Fitchett's running the guys have given him a lot of options on the court and have played well enough to be there 100%. Nick Davison had a really good start to the season. Injury just kept him out the last few games. I think if he hadn't been injured, he would have been in every Rapid League game and also in every NBL game.
Rokawa makes the first, makes the second. Few eyebrows raised in the off-season. Rokawa, and how long it took him to find a team, or a team to find him. In the end, the match was made between the Ayers and Daron. The defense from Carlin Davison on Hayden Jones. Jones fights through it, eventually gets the foul, and we'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2.
Yeah, pretty good patience here by Hayden. A lot of pressure from Davison on him, and manages to get his head down, and Davison just picking up the foul with the body on the bump. And Hayden did the right thing and shot the ball when he knew the foul was coming.
Makes both his free throws. Not the first time we've seen pretty in-your-face defense on young Hayden Jones in 2024. Here's Carlin Davison this time on the offensive end. Big spin, good help from Ernie Kerr. The 3-ball up and in from Nico Hill.
And I've watched Nico Hill play a few of the Rapid League games for Taranaki, and he has been impressive. Super athlete.
Big ragey step through from Jones, but he can't get it to go. Hayata with the rebound. Here's Hill the other way. Davison slashes to the rim, the foul, and he'll go to the Chemist Warehouse stripe to shoot 2 and add to the Ayers' 10-4 lead with just under a minute to go in this first quarter.
You see here, Hill making a good decision. Davison just being athletic again and running the floor well, receiving and getting himself off to the foul line for a couple of shots. Makes it first. The Giants in an unusual position for themselves in the Rapid League at the moment, down 4-11. Make that 4-12.
Here's Inwood. Kerr with the offensive rebound up with his preferred left and gets it to go. Cameron going at Jones, 2 Tall Blacks teammates in February. And we have a foul called this time on Tom Ingham.
Yeah, an unusual play by Tom there. I thought he would have, Hayden gets beat and Tom had an opportunity to step across and he just didn't slide his feet and take the contact in the chest, and pretty easy call there for the ref.
Tobias Cameron misses his first.
I imagine him and his brother have some pretty good battles in the backyard, one-on-one.
Inwood waiting for a foul. It didn't come, but out of bounds it goes. So it remains Giants' possession. Carlin Davison was off to the races and ready to provide a highlight if it wasn't.
Yeah, Aston Inwood was a little bit surprised there was no call there. It seemed like there was a lot of contact. Rapid. These guys just in a little bit of having a little bit of issue getting the ball into the court.
Jones, Matthews catch and shoot for 3. Doesn't go. Ernie Kerr with another big offensive rebound, and again he gets the putback to go.
Ernie Kerr being a beast on the O boards. Last 2 possessions, picked up a couple of O boards for the Giants.
Rokawa travels, and he loves it when the clock's running down to Tyrone Rokawa, but just slid on his pivot foot. So the Giants had 2.8 seconds at the end of the first quarter here in the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. And it's going to be Hayden Jones who throws one up from halfway, and that'll do us 1 quarter of action here. 1 of 8 done on this fine Sunday afternoon in Nelson. And it's the Airs who lead 13-8.
Yeah, a little bit, Giants looked a little bit shell-shocked, I think. The Airs came out and been the aggressors on the defensive end, which has made it tough for the Giants to score. And also offensively, Airs getting into the paint and good things are happening for them, getting themselves to the foul line, knocked down a couple of threes. And Ernie Kerr just managing to bridge the gap a little bit for the Giants at the end with a couple of O-boards and a nice position on defense to cause a turnover from Rokawa.
Sal's Score is your online code, valid until Tuesday the 30th of April. Get you $40 for a large Brooklyn pizza. One of my favourite pizzas actually from Sal's, the Brooklyn pizza. Bit of sausage, bit of meatball. It's just lovely stuff, Phil. I'll tell you, on Sunday night, nothing better. Sit back, watch some hoops.
I'm not going to lie, we smashed the Sal's pizza on Friday night. It was very good. A little half and half pepperoni cheese.
And there's your Sky Broadband deal. Fibre starter from $30 a month for your first 3 months. skybroadband.co.nz. We'll give the number on screen to call 0800 64 64 64. Second quarter about to get underway. Hayden Jones has taken a seat and Sam Dempster is into the game as Matthews' quick first step finds Ingham. Davidson, the floater, he gets it to go, and that'll feel good. Nick Davidson back after a few weeks out.
Nice possession from the Giants, moved the ball well. Surprised Tom Ingham didn't shoot that one from the corner, but Davidson came up with a nice play.
Hoyata with a nice cut, lost Dempster, but James Matthews with the help enough to put him off the finish. And a 3-point game here early in the second. Here's Ingham. Tobias Cameron ahead of him. Skips around, pulls up, does Tom Ingham off balance, and nice rebound from Hill. Cameron skipping down the lane and finishing through contact. Flynn Cameron.
He's tough when he gets his nose downhill and gets into the paint. Good athlete.
Dempster catch and shoot over a hand. A foul called on Ingham.
Just a little touch to Nico Hill's head, I think. It's Brad Clive's call. This year, something in the NBL is obviously no contact to any player's head is deemed to be a foul.
Another interesting tidbit to the narrative this evening, Phil, is that the Airs are running with 6 in this Rapid League game, which would indicate that one of their imports is not starting the NBL game, because, of course, the non-New Zealand registered players aren't allowed to play in the Rapid League. So another question raised.
Yeah, they did play on Friday night against the Phi in Tauranga, and you know, there's potential that he may be recovering from an injury possibly, or there is something else going on. Who knows? I know when I talked to Sam McKinnon, the coach of the Years, he didn't really want to chat too much about it. So
anyone's guess. 5 points the lead to the Airs Rapid League team as Dempster rolls to the hoop. Round the back pass, Ingham from the corner, rattles the 3-ball in, cuts the lead to 2 with 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Nice find by Sam Dempster.
Oh, Hoyata just about got rid of the ball for a travel. Flynn Cameron with a nice looking drive and finish.
Yeah, too easy for Cameron. Giants have got to do a better job of taking away his driving lanes.
Matthews sizes uphill. Dempster comes to set the screen. Matthews looks to splits it, loses the handle. And a few hairs on the ground. Davison joins him for a bit of fun, and here comes Hill the other way, tidying up the mess and earning a foul off Ashton Inwood.
Not a bad foul from Inwood, just slowing the play down. Taranaki had the numbers with the Giants guys down on the floor behind the play.
Hill, after a nice find from Cameron, he drains it. There's Nico Hill from 3. Dempster fires it over to Jones. Jones sizes up Hoyata, looks to shoot, instead drives, gets the foul, can't get the finish. To the line he goes. Smart move from Hayden Jones.
And he'll be disappointed with himself. Had a really easy layup there. Ball just rolled off the rim. A nice little play, little hesitation, crossover. No crossover, in and out.
The eyes. I think he sold him with the eyes up at the hoop.
Little eyebrows to the sky. Knocks his first free throw down.
Do you see the Giants ready for the NZNBL game?
Makes the second.
A long pass has to go. Oh, Nico Hill realised he had a runway and he used all of it.
And poor Tom Ingham, he had Carlin Davidson on one wing and Nico Hill on the other wing. Probably two of the most athletic guys in the gym.
Matthews round a couple of screens. Stops on a dime, fires it over to Jones. Great hand from Tobias Cameron. He's got Hill to his left. That's who he finds. And Nico Hill does the rest.
Yeah, and Hayden Jones got to shoot that. He's got to shoot it. Defense out of play.
Matthews again gets the small, be a big matchup. Passes over to Ingham, spinning, turning, shooting. Gets it to drop, Tom Ingham.
Tough by Tom Ingham.
11 seconds to go in the first half of the Sky Broadband Rapid League game between the Giants and the Airs. Flynn Cameron around a Davidson screen. Spinning, gets the contact, can't finish. Half time, plenty of entertainment and action so far in this one. It's 24-17 to the Airs. And bringing the highlights is Nico Hill. 2 big strides and 1 big throwdown. Half time here.
Pretty impressive from Nico Hill. And poor Tom Ingham caught in the middle.
He's either getting dunked on by Hill or he's given up a lob to Davison. So he did the smart thing and just got out of the way.
Yeah, I think I would have done the same thing if I was in the same position as him.
See the Chemist Warehouse stats at half-time. Nico Hill, 2 of those points coming from that dunk. He's got 10. Ernie Kurt, a couple of big offensive rebounds for the Giants, and ball being shared very nicely by the Taranaki Airs, Phil.
Yeah, I think one of the things that the Giants aren't doing a very good job of is just not taking care of the ball. Too many live turnovers in the game, and these guys get out and running. They show them what they can do. They get on the rim, they can throw the ball down, get dunks, wide open threes. They'll be knocking down their shots. So it's a quality group the Airs have put on the court.
Well, like I say, 3.5 Tall Blacks out there. The half being Carlin Davison, who travelled with the Tall Blacks. I don't think he got on the court. In fact, he was a roommate of Sam Dempster's at the camp in Auckland. I'd think of a more unlikely rooming couple.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Young Carlin, there he is. Absolute walking highlight. Jumped over me at the Westside Blitz, in fact.
Yeah, twice. Missed the first time. Second time was easy.
Westside Blitz. Feels like so long ago. The Westside Blitz, not that long ago. Great event in pre-season for the South NBL. Dunk contest was held, and Carlin Davison jumped over me. I was the MC and just said, stand there. I'll jump over you a couple of times, and did a windmill while doing it. I'm 6'6".
And that was off the back of 0 warm-up.
Yeah.
I think it might have been his second dunk for the second.
Yeah, it was only 2 rounds and it was the second round.
Yeah.
And he didn't even win the contest.
Yeah.
Caleb Chamberlain of the Giants not suiting up tonight. Put on a great show. We're back underway, third quarter. Here's Daron Rokawa. Hard show from Dempster. He fires it over to Flynn Cameron. Steps into a 3-ball, rebounded eventually by Dempster.
And Sam Dempster doing a great job boxing out Davidson. Davidson almost come up with a steal.
Here's James Matthews, the year 12 student at Nelson College. Again gets that match up with Hoyata. Again hands it off to Ingham. He steps into the shot, rolls around, and Davison comes down with a rebound. Oh, almost stolen by his former roommate, Dempster. Hill for 3 from the wing. Can't get it to go. Oh, Jones and Davison up at the rim together trying to get that rebound, and Davison comes down hard, fouled in the air by... Jones comes down hard, I should say, fouled in the air by Davison. Nothing malicious in it.
No, just a little bit of contact, both competing for the basketball.
2 athletes getting up for the rebound. Here is Hayden Jones. 7-point lead to the Taranaki Airs. Nick Davison and Aston Emmett ready to check in as Ingham puts up a 3-ball and gets it to go.
And Tom Ingham, as he always does, shooting the ball with confidence.
Rokawa right through the defense. Everything but the finish for Daron. Ingham comes the other way. Matthews ahead of him. Hands it over to Dempster. Jones wants to go to work on Rokawa. Crowded a bit by his teammates. Dempster with the pump fake, the finish, the foul. Sammy D to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
The Giants managed to make something from nothing there. They were a little bit lost in their offense, and Hayden Jones finds Dempster in the corner. Nice little up fake, and slow as you like, steps through the lane. A little bit of contact on the head from Nico Hill, and Dempster off to the Chemist Warehouse foul line for a bonus.
And to make it remain a 2-point game.
Very unlike Sam to miss those ones.
Oh, Davison, frozen rope to Hill in the corner. Gets it back from him on the missed shot. Cameron wants a screen. Hoyata obliges. Finds Rokawa. His 3-ball. Doesn't go. Hoyata this time with the offensive board. Cameron, third time's a charm for the Taranaki Airs.
And killers for the Giants, giving up 0 boards. Had 2 good possessions. And they just couldn't secure a defensive rebound.
Kerr at the top, hands it off to Jones. Looking to go to work on Hoyata. Draws the foul. We'll go to the line to shoot 2 more. Well, Hayden Jones.
You see here just dragging the ball out and putting his head down. A little bit of contact on the body maybe, and gets himself off to the foul line again.
Where he is 4 for 4.
Not going to say anything. Got him.
Makes the second.
Sneaks the second one in.
Rokawa gets around the screen, drops it into Hoyata. Oh, and Ernie Kerr is coming in late and coming in hot and sending Jordi Hoyata to the line to shoot 2.
The Airs are asking for a goaltend here. Just Ernie Kerr got tangled up in the net a little bit, and I think the basket's counted by the looks of it. Brad Clive signalled only 1 shot. Yep, we'll see the 2 points go up now, 29-23.
Ernie Kerr affecting the basket on his way through, getting his hand on the rim. Jordi Hoyata does the rest for the 3-point play. And again, just a little bit of daylight between these two teams. The Giants have worked their way back into a close game a couple of times. Ernie Kerr makes a decision to find James Matthews. Skips through the lane. Oh, he's fouled as well. James Matthews will go to the line.
He got hammered by Tobias Cameron. He's a tough character, James Matthews. You see him get up here. You see a nice little turn the corner and step through, and Tobias Cameron just...
He's not as big as his old man, but he's pretty solid.
He's pretty solid, yeah.
Both the Cameron boys. I wonder how it was decided that Tobias will wear 11.
It might have been that one-on-one battle in the backyard.
Bit of pressure from the inbound. Ends in a foul from Jones on Cameron.
Hey, solid now, solid now.
And Tobias is the eldest of the two. Maybe he got first choice.
Maybe. I think he was also here first, right? With, Davison almost with the finish. Ernie Kerr with the rebound under duress. Tobias is here first. Flynn still finishing off his Australian NBL season. Melbourne United going all the way to the big dance and going down in a thrilling Australian NBL final as Aston Inwood finishes to the Tasmania Jet Jumpers. And again, the Giants have it back to a 2-point game.
Yeah, lovely move by Inwood. Just penetration back to his left hand and knocked it down.
Cameron looking to muscle Jones and does just that for 2 points the other end. Inwood, backdoor cut from Hayden Jones. Contact in the air, fouled, and back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe he goes. There's the 17-year-old.
That post up from Tobias Cameron in the previous position reminded me of me trying to guard Pero Cameron back in the day. Same result. Easy 2 points.
Misses his first. Seattle Jones running the cutter for the Airs in the Rapid League. This is a second. Ernie Kerr, another offensive rebound. Oh, he's wild finish with his left. It goes too strong.
The Giants missed a few free throws in the last minute or so of this game.
Rokawa driving, wanting a whistle. It doesn't come. So again, the long shot comes up from Jones, and that'll do us 3 quarters of actions, a 4-point game here, and a throw between this pretty experienced Taranaki Airs Rapid League side and this yet to be beaten Nelson Giants one. 4 minutes to go in a 4-point game.
Giants did not a bad job in that second quarter just to bridge the gap a little bit after being down after, I think it was 8-13 after the first quarter. And they're just not quite coming up with rebounds on the defensive end, which is allowing the Years to get away and get a few extra shots. Ernie Kerr's done a pretty good job of getting some extra possessions for the Giants. Rokawa was not quite on his game at the moment. He's doing some good work at getting himself all the way into the lane. He's just not been able to finish a few of those layups. If he finds his mark, he will make it pretty tough for the Giants.
Well, as I alluded to earlier, he enjoys the closing moments, doesn't he? Does Daron. Broken many a heart in his time, on and off the court, I dare say. One reminds me a couple of years ago, actually, up in Hawke's Bay when he was with the Hawks against the Giants it was. He went the length of the court, skipped down the lane and finished on the buzzer to get the Hawks the win. Here's Ingham to start the fourth quarter, skipping down the lane himself and banking it in. Tom Ingham gets the scoring underway in the fourth and again makes it a 2-point game.
Tom Ingham making every shot look difficult, knocking them down though.
Hill swings it over. Cameron over Inwood. Doesn't go. Horiata almost with the rebound. But Nick Davison, who's back in the game to start the fourth, comes down with it. Fires it over to Ingham. Steps into a three, this time from the wing. Inwood goes after it like an AFL player, and he is fouled this time.
And Aston Inwood doing a great job just tipping that ball and then
running off balance towards the Ayers bench, looking over his shoulder, waiting for a ball to appear, and it did, and he was fouled. Great effort from Aston Inwood. Davidson round a screen from his former school coach in Sam Dempster. Dempster going to work, hands it off to Inwood. Oh, a travel, the call.
Travel. I think he may have got a two-hand shove in the back, which got him a little bit off balance.
So here come the Ayers the other way. Nico Hill. Cameron again, getting in the post on top of Hayden Jones. Misses it. Jones comes down with it. Taken away by Cameron, but illegally. So Nelson Giants possession. Great bit of entertainment to start the Sunday evening of hoops here in Nelson. Dempster looking to hand it off to Hayden Jones. So look to go at Daron Rokawa, spinning, turning, getting fouled, and going back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Well, he's doing a good job of getting himself to the foul line. You know, next part of the exercise is trying to convert his free throws. And
he was 4 for 4. He's gone
1 for 4, I think, in the last couple of trips.
That's 100% correct. Every trick in the book there, and it's the foul from Daron. Still discussing it with the referee as Jones makes his first free throw.
Daron hit with a move that he would probably normally pull when he's driving to the hoop. Little hook.
Makes them both. And ties this game up at 32 apiece. 2 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Rokawa looks at the hoop. Finds Hoyata. Here's Flynn Cameron. Into traffic and earning a trip to the line. The foul called on Nick Davidson, I believe.
Yeah, it must have just been a bit of a reach from Nick. Didn't see much there from him, but Flynn Cameron gets himself to the foul line. Makes the first. Makes the second. He is back out by 2 points.
Inwood hands it off to Ingham. Tucks it under his arm. Finds a cutting Dempster who does the rest. Nice move from the Giants.
Yeah, nice find by Tom Ingham. Great cut by Sam Dempster.
Hill on Jones. Looking to hand it off to Flynn Cameron. Certainly the danger man out there for the Ayers. The danger man in a dangerous lineup.
And one of the things I think Flynn has done a great job of, Flynn Cameron's done a great job of, is attacking the defense when they're trying to put pressure on him. You know, he's a tough cover and gets downhill. He's pretty hard to stop.
Rokawa's taken a seat, and Carlin Davison's come back into the game as Cameron makes his first. And he makes them both to restore the 2-point lead under 2 minutes to go. Now this is a sign of things to come tonight. We're in for a doozy at the Trafalgar Centre, Phil. Davidson down the lane, skipping with his left. Doesn't go.
Yeah, I think, well, we would hope that it's going to be a similar sort of competition between the two main teams.
Davison, quick rip through and gets right up to the rim for the layup.
Just athletically jumps sideways to evade the defense.
Inwood hands it off to Ingham. Davison around the Dempster screen. Turnaround jumper on the baseline from Tom Ingham. And it doesn't go. As the clock is about to tick to a minute to go, is the MBS Nelson Giants' unbeaten Rapid League record about to be done with. Cameron fires it over. The three ball from the corner doesn't go. Hoyata with the rebound.
And that's a big problem for the Giants. Time is not on their side. Can't be giving up boards.
Cameron. Davidson in front of the Giants bench, too strong, rebounded. And here go the Giants through Hayden Jones, 30 seconds to go. He drives, spins, can't finish, rebounded by Davidson. And there's a foul. We might spend the next 23.8 seconds at the free throw line, Phil.
I would say so. The Giants want to get themselves back into the game. Coach Ella Jones just asking, wondering why that wasn't an unsportsmanlike play. Saying that the foul was committed from behind.
It's one or two, this Carlin, and there's going to be a player timeout.
One of the things with the player timeout is that it can't have any input from a player that doesn't hold the basketball, correct?
They can't call the timeout.
No, so they can't call, but
the coach can't input. The players on the court can do whatever now they're in the huddle. They can all talk. Coach can't input, and the only person who can call the timeout is the player with the ball in the hand.
Yeah, and if there is a player that's calling a timeout that doesn't have the ball, is
ignored.
Ignored.
Yeah.
There's no technical
no
foul
technical
involved
like you might see elsewhere. So a tough road back for the Giants if they want to maintain their unbeaten record here. Ingham has to put up a three. Rebounded by Hoyata, and there's a foul. 19.1 seconds to go.
I guess the thing here too is you've got to decide, because every point matters and the point difference matters. At what point do you stop trying to win the game and just try and close the gap? You know, that possession there from the Giants, it may have been better that they just take their time and get a really good shot up and make sure that they can score and give the Naki less time to actually get back to the offensive end.
That's an interesting question.
I know it almost sounds like admitting to defeat, but you have to draw the line at some point.
Jones looking to go coast to coast. Looks to hand it off, does to Inwood, who gets it to go. Yeah, but a full court pressure with under 10 seconds to go. The foul called for from the bench. Nicky Davidson obliges and sends Carlin Davidson to the line. In that situation, Phil, you're saying that the decision to be made there is, do you foul and keep trying to win this game, or do you try and make the last shot a tough one, and therefore you just cop a -4 points differential as opposed to potentially -6 now?
Yeah, because what can happen is when you're in a fouling situation, you're providing the other team opportunities to get freebies from the free throw line, which extends. You often see games that are 3-point games blow out to 6 or 7 or 8 points because you're fouling. You know, because you're not scoring on the offensive end, you foul straight away, you get them back down, and they walk down and knock down 2 free throws, just like we're seeing here. So the balloons to 6 points.
Hayden Jones will look to cut that to 3 on the buzzer, and he does just that. So that foul got them a point closer. And there we go. It was fun while it was lasted for the MBS Nelson Giants Rapid League team, and they copped their first loss of 2024. Their first loss ever in the Rapid League, going down to the Taranaki Airs, 42-39. And what was a great game, and hopefully a sign of things to come. And interested, as we all are, I'm sure, in the starting lineup for the Taranaki Airs in the NBL game, given who just hit the floor in this Rapid League game, as we see the Chemist Warehouse stats. Carlton Davison played a huge part in that game, Phil.
Yeah, he played well. Both
your EBS Nelson Giants up against the Taranaki Ears tonight. Of course, the bar is now open to serving 23rd craft beer, wine from Hutchins Wines. Not forgetting the low alcohol, non-alcoholic drinks available as well. The canteen located in the foyer. Good chance right now to stock up before the game gets underway, whether it be the hot chips, the hot dog, and maybe a slice of Sal's authentic New York pizza.
Sorry. No, that one goes where the cells is, and the cells goes here where the broadband is.
Can we get both teams to the bleachers, please? Both teams to the bleachers. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Trafalgar Centre, welcome to the hangar. Last day of school holidays for the kids, and I know there's a whole lot of them here tonight. Best way to end the holidays, right? Totally the best way to end the holidays. Thank you so much for coming out, supporting once again at home your NBS Nelson Giants before they hit the road for a few weeks. And welcome to the hangar, the Taranaki Ears. Number 1, Troy Baxter Jr. Number 5, Elijah Mini. Number 11, Tobias Cameron. Number 12, Carlin Davison. Number 23, Nico Hill. Number 29, Jordi Hawata. Number 88, Jerome Rokawa. Starting 5 for the Taranaki Ears tonight. Number 7, Jake Carr. Number 9, Xavier Adam. Number 13, Sam Froling. Number 32, Quinton Bailey. And captain number 10, Mitch McCarron. Your team, the NBS Nelson Giants here in support, not suiting up tonight though, from Christchurch, sponsored by GRE Citizens, Caleb Chamberlain. Number 34 from Nelson College, sponsored by Stella Lawn and Barton. And number 41 from Wiley College, sponsored by NMIT, Cohen Williams. Here in support tonight. On the bench, nailing our bench for the NBS Nelson Giants from Wiley College, year number 9, sponsored by Richmond College Centre, Tara Ann. Number 12 from Haas, sponsored by Not Just Standing Kerr. Number 13.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for excitement, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E.
Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. And I don't care what you think you got.
No mai, hoki mai, ki whakatu. It's time for the main event here at the famed Trafalgar Centre in downtown Nelson. Sunday evening is upon us. The whole school holidays are at an end, and the South NBL has delivered one last dose of goodness before we crash back to reality tomorrow morning. The NBS Nelson Giants taking on the Taranaki Steel Formers Airs. Hugh Bain in here alongside Giants legend Phil Jones. Kia ora, Phil. And Phil, 10 days between games for the Nelson Giants. Nelson putting the sun in Sunday today, and sunny has been the disposition on this team after back-to-back wins.
Yeah, they're definitely upbeat after a couple of wins. The Giants and the Rapid League team getting their first loss for the year against a very good Naki Ears Rapid League team. So it's going to be a super contest, I think, the Sal's NBL game, and I'm excited to call it.
Well, the MixedandPick.com poll would suggest the same thing. 58% to the Giants, 42% to the Airs. And it's going to be close. It is going to be a close game.
It's one thing we haven't seen from the Giants this year is being favourite in the Mix and Pick poll.
MixedandPick.com, or scan the code. And here we go, the South NBL ladder. So far, you see the Taranaki Airs 3-2. Their two losses coming to the ladder leading Wellington Saints and the Auckland Tuatara, who are sitting in third. For the Giants, after an 0-3 start, back-to-back wins over the Tuatara and the Jets, with a full complement of players, or almost a full complement of players, which they now have with the return of Nick Davidson and the arrival of Theo Akwuba. Games to come. Well, round 6 begins Wednesday night from the Bay. Hawke's Bay Hawks taking on the Phi. And then on Thursday from Cal Stadium, the delightful Cal Stadium, Canterbury Rams at home to the Otago Nuggets. And the Sharks, yet to get a win, will be desperate for one when they take on this travelling Nelson Giants side. 6:30 Friday. As we see this scary looking Air side and a curious starting lineup. A lot of questions being asked tonight as we see Xavier Adam and Jake Carr in the starting lineup. Two youngsters, Quinton Bailey, Mitch McCarron and Sam Froling. So no Elijah Minnie. He is here, he is suited up, he is just not starting. Let's hear from head coach Sam McKinnon.
Sam, welcome to Nelson. Obviously coming off a good win against the Fire on Friday. How was the travel down to Nelson? How are you guys sort of ready for this game?
Yeah, it's a good weekend for us. I feel like we haven't played a lot of games, so having a back-to-back or a double weekend is good for us, just to get a bit of momentum. The game on Friday against Fire was good, but I think it's a step up against Nelson on another opposition home floor.
And Nelson obviously got their full roster for this game. Well, I guess they had it for the last game too, but they've got two new pieces that have been here for a little bit longer now. What are you guys going to have to do to try and get a win down here?
Yeah, like I think it's everyone's got their players in now, so like for us we're sort of similar, and I've heard Juddy speak about everyone's sort of focusing on yourselves at the moment, but their pieces, obviously the point guard's lightning quick, the big's got good moves around the basket, Greeter's playing a different role than he's played in the Australian NBL, so and then they've got Dempster back as well. Similar amount of hair as you, but shoots the ball just as well. So no, like they got some really good pieces, and I'm really looking forward to playing here tonight.
All the best. Good luck.
Sam McKinnon not willing to expand on his surprising starting lineup tonight, as we see an unsurprising starting lineup from the NBS Nelson Giants. Alex McNaught and Kobe Langley, who almost threw down just a world-ending through the legs windmill dunk there. Dan Greeter, Dan Fotu and Theo Akwuba, who had a solid start on debut 10 days ago. He was fresh off the plane, has had 10 days to acclimatise before taking on Sam Froling in what is going to be a heck of a matchup. Let's hear from head coach Mike Fitchett.
Mike, Taranaki obviously rolling into town, pose a pretty big threat for the Giants. Big lineup, a lot of stars. What are you guys going to have to do to get a win against these guys?
Yeah, tough team. Airs are one of the teams that they've really put a roster together this year with unbelievable talent. So tough game for us tonight, but we've had a good couple of weeks since our last game. Feels like a couple of weeks. if we can keep them off the glass, they've got a lot of guys that really offensive rebound hard, and then obviously dealing with Sam Froling down on the block is pretty tough.
And your group coming together nicely. Obviously, you've got the 2 imports have come in a little bit later on, but they've now had a pretty extended period of time with you on the training court. How are they fitting in?
Yeah, great. It's been a good, however long it's been, almost like another mini pre-season. We'd all rather play games, play more games, but having the practices of when those guys have just come in has been pretty useful. So hopefully we see things a little bit smoother, particularly the offensive end this week. But yeah, we'll see.
All the best. Cheers.
Well, there's Kobe Langley, 15 assists in his last head out against the Manawatu Jetsville, in what was just a second game for the Giants.
Yeah, he had a big impact against the Jets, sharing the basketball nicely and hooking his teammates up. And I'm sure that his teammates will be hoping he does the same thing again. See the head-to-head here, and pretty similar in regards to field goal attempts. Giants probably not looking after the ball as much as the years. Field goal percentage, not too much difference. Points in the paint, I think that's a big one, something I talk about all the time. And the years have shown they were very good at that in the Rapid League, and it's something that the Giants will have to do a good job of, guarding the ball, stopping them getting in the paint, and you know, three-pointers, both teams are going to shoot plenty of threes.
Yeah, bottom of the ladder though for three-pointers made, these two teams. You see the referee crew tonight, Brad Clive on the left of your screen, Corey Hogg on the right, and Melanie O'Connor dead centre, the crew chief.
Yeah, probably the Giants from a three-point shots and attempts percentage-wise have been a little bit limited in the fact that they don't have their sniper Sam Dempster. Well, they didn't have him for the first part of the season. He's back now, and I'm sure they'll be looking to him to knock a few down.
Full complement for the Giants for the first time in 2024 with the return of Nick Davidson. A few more blue shirts than there were a few weeks ago there, Phil.
Yeah, there is. You know, obviously nice having the full squad available. Coach Fitchett now has the problem on his hands is how he rotates all of those players. And sometimes when you're running 12 deep on a roster, it's quite difficult to get everybody in, keep everybody happy, and make sure that they're playing enough minutes.
There's off a trip from Tauranga. It's not an easy trip to make, Tauranga down to Nelson.
A couple of flights to get down here, I would say. And the Fire pushed them on Friday as well. You know, made it wasn't an easy game for the Ears. So I think they'll be coming down here to make an impression. Obviously, we've also got the Brian Rampton trophy up for grabs.
You see the teams take the court. Yes, indeed, the Brian Rampton Memorial Trophy up for grabs every time these two teams play. Named after Brian Rampton, who father of Tony and Damon Rampton, two brothers who played both for the Ears and the Giants in their illustrious careers. There it is, the Brian Rampton Memorial Trophy. Both Tall Blacks.
Yep, I played with both of them. Both really good guys. Both super talented. Tony probably they both struggled with a little bit with injuries through their careers. But Tony was a former MVP of this league.
One of the great Nelson Giants.
Yeah.
And Taranaki Ears, we see young Bodie Hutton cautiously bring the ball to the middle. Cops a foul from Melanie O'Connor. And poses with the bottom halves of two very tall men on our screens. Great job, Bodie. There were rumours that the Giants team had given him the instructions to kick the shins of anyone wearing yellow. He's the
I think he might only be able to reach the ankles.
Adorable son of the Giants lead physio, Dawn. So great job, Bodie. And we're going to get underway as Melanie O'Connor will throw the ball up. And Froling and Akruba go at it. That's going to be a battle tonight.
Kluber wins it with his elbow.
A real test for this MBS Nelson Giants side, Phil. After two impressive wins, they take on a team many are picking to be there come the end of the season as Langley steps into a three ball, drains it, for the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, it's going to be a super test for the Giants, and I think it's something that they really need to be able to gauge themselves and see where they sit in this NZNBL, because this is a quality side.
Led by this man here, an MVP candidate in Sam Froling, and Okuba wins the first battle there.
Okuba doing a good job of just being big, making it tough.
Langley's bounced that on Xavier Adams' shoe, and he's slid out of bounds as the youngster, whose father no longer involved in the airs, Trent Adams.
You see here, Xavier Adams just to be young and enthusiastic again and diving on the floor. I love that from all the young guys that play. They just love being out there and want to be involved.
So the two Cameron brothers sit on the bench, as does Elijah Minnie, as Langley drives down the lane, bounce pass to Fotu in the corner. Pump fake into the lane and the finish from Dan Fotu. And you'd suggest that the Giants will look to make hay while the sun shines, and just how long Sam McKinnon that is, keeps a lot of his regular starting lineup on the bench. Almost the steal there from Alex McNaught. Here's Mitch McCarron, a man who's become overnight more important to New Zealand fans after the announcement of his signing with the Breakers in the Australian NBL.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Mitch McCarron and the way he plays. I think he plays with a lot of poise and understands how to play basketball, and really good at getting his teammates involved. You see Okuba picking up an offensive foul on the screen. And Mitch McCarron, I think, is going to be great for the Breakers next year.
1 minute and 26 seconds is how long it took before the Cameron boys and Daron Rokawa, I should say just Flynn Cameron, Daron Rokawa and Elijah Minnie come onto the court. Your guess is as good as mine. But here's the starting lineup I think everyone was expecting.
The Giants took advantage while they had the normal non-starters on the floor.
Sam Froling has a large height advantage over Alex McNaught, but unfortunately he spins into Theo Okuba. Here's Greeder down the lane. Good friends with Sam Froling is Dan Greeder. Roommates when they play for the Illawarra Hawks together. Here he is going to work again on Okuba. This time he does come away with the bucket, Froling.
And great footwork by Froling, going away to his non-preferred hand, finishing with his right.
Langley around a Fotu screen. Gets Minnie in front of him. Pump fake, Fotu, quick hands, McNaught in the corner. 3-ball, down it goes. Giants off to an 8-2 start.
Nice read by Langley, really good find, and good extra pass from Fotu to his roommate. Alex McNaught knocking down a 3.
Housemate, we should say.
Yeah, roommate, housemate.
Froling again going Okuba. Good defense from Okuba, but Froling gets the mid-ranger to drop.
Froling could just do a little bit of everything. He put the ball on the floor, he's got good patience, good length.
Quick hands on the perimeter from the Giants. Fotu elects not to shoot the 3, 10 on the shot clock. Back to Fotu. Pump fake, gets Minnie to jump out the gym, up with his left. Blocked by the rim. Okuba with the offensive rebound. Misses the putback. Mitch McCarron passes the ball like one of the great artists of all time.
He just sees the whole game early, knows what's happening, sees what's developing, finds players at the right times. And you see there with Minnie.
McNaught fouled by Rokawa on his way down the floor.
You know, shooters love those types of players because you just know you're going to get the ball when you need to, and be all you got to do is be ready to shoot. And Minnie knocks down a 3.
Ball has to come in, and it does eventually to Okuba. Back to Greeder, the 3-ball from the wing. That goes down. Fist pump from Dan Greeder after it drops. Rokawa around the Froling screen. Stops on a dime. Turnaround jumper. Down it goes from Daron.
You see Rokawa just going up another level when he plays in this level of the main game.
Fotu looks to cop a foul. Does. Gets it to go. Dan Fotu. Ball head to the Chemist Warehouse strike for one more.
Dan Fotu with some nice footwork, a little up fake. Gets Mini to react to the up fake, spin, up fake, and Mini just moving forward with his body, a little bit of a bump. Dan Fotu finishes the shot and off to the Chemist Warehouse for an extra. Knocks it down.
McCarron brings the ball up. There's Mini Fotu getting right in there, causing a nuisance. Comes off his hand. He wanted a foul. Here's ball from the sideline. Flynn Cameron, Fotu doing his best to deny Mini. If it gets it eventually, does Mini. Oh, he's bounced it off his own knee, it looks like. So Giants possession from the baseline.
And Fotu just doing enough just to disrupt the drive there of Mini. You see here, a little up fake, gets into the lane, and it's actually Dan Garita got his hands in there and straight off Mini's knee and out of bounds. Possibly thought there was a bit of contact. You can be lucky to get away with those little swipes at the ball because it looks like a foul.
Garita, Fotu, catch and shoot. Down it goes. The Giants are 4 from 4 from three-point land to begin this game. Timeout Taranaki. And it's a 17-9 lead to the home team.
And Giants looking sharp on offense, getting through their sets nicely. All of them shooting the ball with confidence. And playing a little bit of defense at the other end. You see here, nice little set play. Dan Fotu knocking it down. And he shot the ball pretty well over the last few games.
Averaging nearly 18 points, 17.6 points, 7.6 rebounds is Dan Fotu. Plenty for Sam McKinnon to talk about.
You know, one of the players that I like, obviously like in the years group, mentioned it before, is Mitch McCarron. And I feel like sometimes he's not offensively minded enough or aggressive enough for his group, and he can be, and we've seen him in the past. He's played here before, played for Southland when he first came out, and he was super talented on the offensive end. He seems to now be playing more of a point guard role, sharing the basketball, setting his teammates up. I think when the time comes, he'll be a guy that the Giants are going to have to watch out for because he'll get aggressive on the offensive end.
$17-9, an early lead for the MBS Nelson Giants. The Airs have talked it over. Cullen Davison into the game. There's Sam Froling. Fotu out on him. Starting lineup still out there for the Giants. Froling into the lane. Finds a nice pass to the cutting Davidson.
It's just the athleticism of Davidson being able to go up over the Giants' two biggest guys and finish.
Greeder looking to run downhill. Goes right through Flynn Cameron and finishes.
And that's Dan Greeder playing with force as he's done all season so far.
Rokawa. Three ball, down it goes.
Well,
these teams are 6 for 6 from beyond the arc.
After we were ripping them out at the beginning of the game, not shooting the ball, 10th and 11th on the table.
And three-pointers made, and now they've made 6 between them to start this game. Cameron trying to earn a foul in terms of he cops a flop warning from referee Brad Clive, and Greeder helps himself to another 2 points. This game, plenty of feeling already, Phil, and plenty of entertainment as Froling spins baseline, and it's a foul. To the line he goes. Sam Froling, big move. And now Greeder and Cameron are jawing at each other.
Definitely a bit of feeling, and we saw this with the Saints in the years not so long ago.
On and off the court.
Yeah, there was a bit of angst between both teams, and Sam Froling just good patience, up fake, gets Fotu off the ground. It's interesting they switched Fotu, the Giants switched Fotu and Akuba around defensively. I think they were trying to protect Akuba from picking up his second foul, and Dan Fotu picks up his first.
First foul, yes, as Froling misses the and one opportunity. McCarron keeps it in and throws an absolute pearler of a pass to Carlin Davison.
There's that man, Mitch McCarron. Eyes in the back of his head.
Langley beats the press, puts up a 3-ball, leaves it short. Here's Flynn Cameron, neither team messing around. He's going to take on all the Giants. McNaught ties him up. Jump ball will remain in his possession.
You can see how potent this year's team is and how quickly they can turn around a lead. See the Giants with only a 3-point lead now.
Cameron to inbound. Here's McCarron around the Froling screen. Fires it over to Rokawa. His 3-ball. Drops. So there's the 3 for 3. The Giants are 4 from 4.
And he is one man. If he gets going, he can be a problem for any team.
McNaught tucks it under his arm, drives. He earns a foul, and he'll go the Chemist Warehouse strike to shoot 2.
And that's possibly one area that the Giants will think they'll be able to attack. Rokawa is just putting heat on the rim and putting him under pressure to play defense. He's a pretty crafty defender. He's quite smart. Offensively, he's at the moment having a real impact for the Airs.
McCarron takes a seat for the Airs. Kobe Langley taking a seat for the Giants as Nick Davidson in for him. McCarron taking the seat for the Airs as Tobias Cameron comes in for the first time in the NBL game tonight, having played rapidly.
Alex McNaught makes both.
We are in for a battle tonight. Phil Jones, here's Flynn Cameron. Froling sets the screen and there's a foul called on Nick Davidson. Well, Mitch McCarron sat down for all of...
I don't even know whether he sat down. He walked
seconds.
to the bench and got told to sub back straight back in.
He comes back in with Quentin Bailey. Here is Quentin Bailey, Taranaki, born and bred. Bounced around the league a fair bit for the Rams and the Hawks. As Cameron drives down the lane and fires Bailey, and he gets his first look at the hoop to drop. Dempster fires it over to Akruba. Here's McNaught. Round the Akruba screen. Fires it to Davidson in front of his own bench. The 3-ball. It's the first miss from either team from beyond the arc. Davison down the lane at Dempster and earns a foul. So Carlin Davison to the line to shoot 2.
He is doing a good job of just putting pressure on the rim at the moment and getting the Giants into foul trouble.
Fotu, Langley and Ingham check in. Akruba, Greed and McNaught take seats on the bench.
You see the Giants now in the bonus, so anytime they foul, the Airs are off to the foul line for extras. Davidson knocks the first one. Makes the second. The Airs have their first lead of the game.
Dempster hands it off to Davidson. Fotu looking for someone and finding Tom Ingham. Tobias Cameron hits the deck. As Davidson goes to work at McCarron, cops a bit of contact. Oh, Carlin Davison grabbed the rim there as the Giants bench protest. But still remains Giants possession. Holy.
That was a
Kobe
bullet.
Langley. Somehow Dan Fotu caught it. He can't get the 3 to drop, and Mitch McCarron comes down with the pass, with the rebound, I should say. That pass from Kobe Langley, that took Fotu's hand off. Cameron finds a bit of space. Again, they find a dashing air across the baseline. This time, Quentin Bailey, who finishes it off. Timeout for the Giants. As he is put on a clinic at both ends of the court in the last couple of minutes, Phil.
Yeah, just seeing the momentum of the game switch. The Airs have scored probably the last 10 or 12 points in a row. Just doing a good job defensively as well, forcing the Giants out of their offense. Coach Fitchett wants to sit down and have a chat about things.
Well, the Airs drawing so much attention, Phil, as they drive down the lane, and then just finding that pass at the dunker spot.
Yeah, and it's a hard spot to defend. If you can't guard the ball and keep it out of the paint, often that guy is open. The Giants have got to do a better job of staying in front of the basketball and stop allowing the Airs to get 2 feet in the paint. My favourite saying, 2 feet in the paint.
So the Airs make their way back onto the court. McCarron, Davison, Bailey, and Cameron's T and F. For the Giants, Ingham, Dempster, Davidson, Langley, and Fotu. And it's Dan Fotu who will inbound it to Nick Davidson. Just back underway. Davidson finds himself getting round McCarron, who did a great job to recover and get a hand on the ball. But it will be Giants' possession.
And Carlton Davison just changing Nick Davidson's mind here as he drove to the hoop. You saw him standing there.
Back underway, here's Dempster, hands it off to Langley. Hit his first 3 of the game to Kobe Langley. Slipped a couple of times, has the American. Davidson in the corner. The pump fake has to put up a high floater after good defense from Flynn Cameron, but he gets it to drop to Nick Davidson.
Yeah, Nick Davidson will be happy about that one going in. Had a couple of looks early and nothing dropped for him.
McCarron spinning again, 2 feet in the paint. This time puts up a shot and gets it to go.
So smooth. That's McCarron. Lovely little spin move.
Plenty for Breakers fans to get excited about. As Langley, he gets 2 feet in the paint, and Nick Davidson gets 1 foot on the sideline.
I'm pretty sure that sideline's been there all night. And Nick Davidson just didn't see it.
Sam Froling into the game, and therefore Theo Akuba into the game. As Flynn Cameron brings the ball up. Turns the corner. The pass, an errant one. So, a rare mistake from the Airs to start this, well, from what we've seen so far in this first quarter. Just under a minute to go in it. They have a 4-point lead over the Giants, who will take that turnover.
We saw one of the people sitting in the corporate box catch that one on the head.
Best seats in the house, after ours, of course. McCarron doing his best to stop that ball going into Akuba. Davidson does get it to go eventually, 10 on the shot clock. Akuba looking to go to work. Back to Davidson, the 3 ball is up. Off the front iron, and Quinton Bailey comes up with the board. Here comes Cameron. Always seems to be playing downhill, and McCarron does the rest with a 3 ball from the wing.
And the Airs have come to life on the offensive end.
Well, for whatever reason, Sam McKinnon made his usual starting lineup play rapidly. It's worked. They've come out. Mitch McCarron with a round-the-back dime. Carlton Davison with a 2-handed jam.
That was crazy.
And an exclamation point on an exceptional first quarter of basketball from the Taranaki Airs. Mitch McCarron is orchestrating proceedings out there for Sam McKinnon's men. Quarter time here, 34-25. The Airs lead the Giants.
We're going to give them 45 seconds to shoot as many shots as they can. Whoever gets the most gets $1,000 for their charity. The other still gets $500. You can shoot from anywhere. 45 seconds, your time starts now. Underway. And we need some big cheers so I know who's got what. First one through for Brad. Bo's looking for the first. Brad's put his second in. Bo's got a first in. All boys with the official count, I think it is 3-2. Brad's just like a machine down there. 20 seconds gone. Of course, our 2 charities tonight, Bo is shooting hoops for Empowerment Trust, and Brad shooting for Kai Rescue. 15 seconds to go. He's going out for play shot from the outside. Another one up and through for Bo. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last shot's up, and there it is. What have we got? 6 down here. 9, 6, 9, ladies and gentlemen. Brad can give him a round of applause. $1,000 for Kai Rescue. In saying that, Bo, give him a round of applause. $500 for Empowerment Trust as well. Big thank you to NBS for making it happen. The Hoops for Charity. Of course, NBS, local banking services provider. And they are running the Hoops.
Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. The Kai is moving around nicely, and if you want to get involved at home, why don't you get yourself a large Brooklyn pizza? Just $40 using the online code SALSCORE. It's valid until Tuesday. Use the QR code on screen. Take it to sales.co.nz. 34-25 after 1 quarter of action here. The Airs, after most of their starting lineup not starting for whatever reason, came to life in that first quarter. Here's Kobe Langley, fires it over to Fotu. Both have made threes early in the game. Stolen by Flynn Cameron. Here he is going the other way. Throws it up for Colin Davison, who wedges himself. The pass just a little too close to the hoop. Even so, how did Colin Davison get there so fast?
He is athletic. He's just always a threat. Had a really good start to this game. 8 points. Hasn't missed from the field yet. A couple of free throws. Just being a real big impact on the defense. I mean, you see him here, just takes off, head of the game. Dan Greta did well to get back and disrupt it.
The referees, with some help from the coaches, are just deciding what the protocol is there. Jump ball to call, so it will remain Airs' possession. As Cameron kills it into the inbound pass. Froling puts the ball on the floor. Greeder looking to help out Akuba. Foul called. It looks like it'll be on Big Theo Akuba. It is, that's his second.
A tough one for Akuba. He did a really good job of walling up and obviously just reached in there as Froling was trying to shoot. And that's the first.
See Mike Fitchett, Giants coach, opted not to wear his trench coat tonight. Sam McKinnon in the building. Just alluding to entertaining and back and forth game between the Saints and the Airs the other week.
Sure was.
Langley. Haven't seen much from him by his 3 to start the game, Phil. Doing a good job shutting him down as McNaught skips down the lane, high off the rim. Akuba taps the ball over to Langley. 3 on the shot clock, has to put up a long one. Off becomes McCarron with a good defense. Langley with the steal though, and he'll take those 2 points. Oh, he gets another steal as well, Kobe Langley. Pause here as a whistle blown, I think a clock error. Halting momentum.
I think
Kobe Langley, just after I was paying him out for not seeing too much of him in the game, gets 1 steal there, and then how about that one? The backhand steal comes up with the ball. So Giants possession. Langley moving so fast, even the score bench couldn't keep up with him, Phil. And here's Greeder skipping down the lane in heavy traffic. Davison comes down with the rebound. Greeder looking to get it straight back off him. McCarron just settles things down.
The experience of Mitch McCarron just slowing the play down.
Froling spinning to his left again and finishing. Warming into this game nicely is Samson Froling. Greeder. Oh, Davison right up there with him. Great job, Cullen Davison, Froling with the rebound. And here go the Ears again. Flynn Cameron steps into a three, drains it. Well, the Taranaki Ears are absolutely cooking this Sunday evening.
Giants come out with a punch on offense at the beginning of the first quarter, and it's just been counter punch after counter punch from the Ears.
Greeder, 3-ball. He gets it to go.
The Giants desperately needed that one.
Trolling on the perimeter, hands it off to Cameron. McNaught chasing him, but a couple of steps behind. Here's McCarron, 6 on the shot clock. Screen from Bailey as McCarron goes around Fotu. Langley does well. Kruba with the block. Whistle call. And the foul called on Kobe Langley. See here the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Fotu does well to force McCarron wide. And Mitch McCarron back at the Chemist Warehouse stripe, looking to add to his 5 points. He's also got 4 rebounds and 4 assists.
Yeah, he has started off very well in this game. Makes a free throw. Just never looks rushed when he's out on the floor, even in that last possession. He knew the shot clock was running down, did the right thing. Get to the rim, put pressure on the referees to make a call.
The Giants looking to get into the action. Langley back to Akruba. Here's McNaught, made his first 3, makes his second.
Better possession on the offensive end for the Giants, getting through a set, coming up with a wide open look.
Rokawa in the corner for 3. Doesn't get it to go. Langley with the rebound, fires it ahead to Fotu. Akruba to his left. Fotu says it's business time. Gets rid of McCarron. Froling comes to help. And here comes Cameron. Minnie back into this game. And we have a travel. Mitch McCarron.
Oh, a little bit of a surprising call there. There's been a bunch of other travels that haven't been called. And Mitch McCarron just arguing the point.
Mitch McCarron saying to the referee, watch me do that again on this next possession. Daring him to call it again.
I like it.
So potentially a bit of a freebie for the Giants as they get possession back. Langley pulls up from the elbow, rattles around, doesn't drop. Froling doing a great job at boxing out Theo Akruba. McCarron to the lane, and he finishes. Takes out a Moppet as well. Young Nixon Marfell as Greeder drives down the other end. And Tobias Cameron goes down, and the referee's going to decide whether that was a charge or a foul.
I feel like they were going to call a block, and they have. Just from our angle, it looked like Tobias Cameron just moved sideways slightly as Greeder tried to jump to the side. Where I think official Brad Clyde was going to call a charge, and he was on a different angle.
Good conferencing from the officials. And it results in Dan Greeder at the Chemist Warehouse stripe to see here. And just a little shuffle to his right for Tobias Cameron. As Greeder misses his first free throw. Looking to trim the lead to single digits. He does just that.
Not quite.
Maths.
Maths, favourite subject at school.
McCarron surveys his options. Minnie is the one he goes to. The 3-ball long, rebounded by Fotu. Tobias Cameron almost with a steal, but the Giants putting it up the floor. Just a second miss from 3-point range for the Airs, who are now 5 for 7. McNaught is 3 for 3 from 3.
And Alex McNaught found something from the 3-point line.
Rokawa in the corner. The Giants in the zone. Froling. Going to work on Dempster. Shrugs him away. Gets the mid-range to go.
That's a tough finish by Froling. Taranaki were a little bit lost on the offensive end. Just comes up and makes a shot.
Dempster screen. Langley's three. Tickles the twine. Timeout from the Airs as the Giants find their shooting shoes in the last couple of minutes.
Coach Sam McKinnon just feeling the change of momentum. As we see here, Kobe Langley just around the screen. Mitch McCarron goes underneath. Kobe Langley says, "Thank you very much. I'll take 3 points." Now, I like the change in the defensive end for the Giants. Going to a zone, sort of trying to change the momentum up a little bit and making it a little bit trickier for the Ears to come up with their offense against the zone. And Froling obviously knocks down the shot because that's what he does, but it was a little bit stagnant on the offensive end for them, so they'll be talking about that, I imagine.
See Sam McKinnon talking it through. Sammy Mack, as he's affectionately known. Great player in his own right. Would have come across him a few times in your career, wouldn't you, Phil?
Yeah, had a few battles with him on both early days of the Breakers, and also I'm sure he was playing for the Brisbane Bullets back then. May have played with Dylan Boucher. And
West Sydney Razorbacks to the Brisbane Bullets in those early 2000s.
Yeah, and then also obviously in the Boomers. Played for the Boomers for a long time.
He was a NBL of the Australian MVP of the Australian NBL. As you see the Ant causing a bit of trouble in the crowd. Well, Sammy Mack, and a grand final MVP, a two-time champion as well.
A very good athlete in his own right back in the day.
No look pass from McCarron is perfection, as expected. Here he is getting it back, firing over Rokawa. Skipping into the lane, and the delicate little floater from Daron drops. And the Airs restore their 9-point lead. Langley. Oh, well read from Tobias Cameron. And he finds Froling as well, running the floor, and just lost the handle. But a foul called.
And Dan Fortu just picking up a foul there. A little bit of contact on the pass. That you potentially feel like Froling had lost the ball before Dan got him.
So Rokawa gets us back underway. Here's Flynn Cameron. 3-ball from the inbound pass. Too strong. Greeder. Here's Langley. Waiting for a screen that gets there from Dempster. McNaught looking to go 4 from 4. This one doesn't go. Froling with the board.
And don't mind that from McNaught. He's 3 from 3. A little bit of a heat check.
There's Davidson. Greeder with good defense, but Davidson sticks with it and gets the putback to go. Greeder turning the corner, lobs it up to Fortu. And he finishes through contact as Dan Fortu. The Giants settle back into their zone, Phil.
Yeah.
Cameron driving. Oh, Greedy goes up high for the rebound. So the zone works on that possession for the Giants. McNaught from the corner. Doesn't go. Rebounded by Froling. His ability to put the ball on the floor, Phil, from a defensive rebound. It's such a massive man. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, you know, if he can grab rebounds and then just take 1 or 2 dribbles and clear out in front of people, you can just run with him all day. And you just see the pace of the game has changed quite quickly in the last few minutes.
Second foul on Kobe Langley there as Daron Rokawa heads to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Alex McNaught takes the seat with 11 points to his name.
Rokawa knocks the first one down. Makes the second.
Dempsey has to come back and get the ball. Looks for his point guard, finds him. And the lane opens up for Kobe Langley, and the finger roll brings the Giants 2 points.
It'll be the easiest basket that Langley gets all year, I'd say.
Good patience from Dempster. You know, here's Cameron as the Giants sit in their zone again. Finds his brother Flynn. Rokawa, 3-ball. Doesn't go. Greeder and Cameron clash, go for the rebound. Greeder gets a steal while sitting on the ground. Oh, the pass from Langley just a little too ambitious, and here's Tobias Cameron drawing a foul, and that is a veteran play from a young player in Tobias Cameron as he'll go the Chemist Warehouse strike for an M1 opportunity and earns Kobe Langley his 3rd foul.
Yeah, really nice patience here by Tobias Cameron, up fake. Just a bit of contact in the back, and pretty easy call for the official. Much to Kobe Langley's disgust.
Trudges to the bench. How about Dan Greeder with the steal while sitting on 2 cheeks?
Yeah, nice little play there. A hand in, knocked the ball away.
Free throw doesn't go. Dempster has to fight pretty hard with Froling for the rebound, and then Carlin Davidson makes his life even harder.
Still fighting for it.
But the Giants do maintain possession. Fotu has good position over Froling, who's still trying to get back, and Fotu capitalises for 2.
The Giants still sitting in this zone. And just Davison just too athletic.
Great move from Carlin Davison. It's the Airs just keeping the Giants at arm's length late in this 2nd quarter. Dempster trolling in front of him so he doesn't shoot the 3. And there's all sorts of things happening. We have a flop warning on Tobias Cameron. That's and a technical foul.
Yeah, the Cameron had a flop warning early in the game.
His brother did.
Yeah, but once there's been one, it doesn't matter.
So the camera's combining for a technical foul for flopping here for the Taranaki Airs.
So the Giants pick up a free throw and get possession back. And after that flop was called, well, just before it was called, we saw 2 athletes going at the rim, and Davison and Dan Greeder.
So everyone just working out what happens when there's a technical foul for a flop.
I think because it was a late call. What happened was they didn't know who had the basketball when the shot was taken.
So they called a jump ball, and it is Giants' possession. Confusion reigns here at the Trafalgar Centre. What we do know is we've got a 10-point game, and it's very entertaining so far. And it's had a little bit of everything. Oh, Elijah Medi causing trouble in there. And it will be Giants' possession still. And the Airs just making everything difficult for the Giants, Phil.
Yeah, they're being very disruptive on the defensive end.
The Giants get it in. A little easier this time. McNaught looking for someone. 4 on the shot clock. Dempster, the deep 3 off the front iron. McNaught dashing after it, but so is Davidson. And he fouls Carlin Davison, who somehow got a miracle 3-ball to go, but it won't count.
But he will
like I said, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything. He will be off to the foul line, though, as the Giants are now on the bonus. So Alex McNaught a little bit frustrated with himself there, picking up that foul.
His first. Davison misses the first from the Chemist Warehouse strike. Takes a second and just says to the crowd, no pizza for you. There's McNaught as part of that tallbacks group with Flynn Cameron as they battle each other up the court. Dempster finally gets a chance to unleash the three ball, and he gets it to go.
Really nice set play there for the Giants. One they run for Sam a lot, pick and pop.
Minnie inside to Davison, quick hands from the airs all the way back round to Minnie. Gets the pump fake to go, and the mid-ranger doesn't drop, rolling in there.
Sam, get out of it!
And there's a foul call on Dempster.
I think Sam just getting called for a push on the box out. Fighting with Froling, obviously giving up quite a bit of height.
Sam Dempster letting anyone know wearing black and white stripes about it right now. The general gist of what he's saying is, what am I supposed to do?
One more time, everyone here gets a free slice of sales pizza.
Well, Sam Froling give the Nelson crowd a free slice of sales. Not this time. There's McNaught again under duress. This time for Flynn Cameron. Ingham scampers up to get the ball. Dempster. Oh, block from Minnie, and then Froling gets his big paw over the length of the ears, causing a lot of trouble here for the Giants. Fotu looking to poke it away. McCarron says, give me the ball, slow things down. A couple seconds differential between shot clock and game clock. 5 on the shot clock. As Davidson drops it into Froling, great pass. 3 in the key though for Sam Froling.
A tough one there for Froling, I think.
That was a beautiful play from Carlin Davison.
I'll say we're going to see a player timeout here.
Alex McNaught has to wait till the ball's in his hands, and now he calls it. And the Giants will talk it over with 3.5 seconds to go. So the Giants advance possession on the back of the player timeout. Trail by 9, 3.5 seconds to go. Who are they going to look for? Into Fotu. Gets it to go, does Dan Fotu. That's a nicely worked play from the MBS Nelson Giants to finish what has been a very, very entertaining half of basketball at the Trafalgar Centre. The Airs lead at 59-52. I've said it already, but this has had a bit of everything. And we are in for a thrilling second half of basketball. Let's hear from Sam Dempster. He's with Phil Jones.
Sam, pretty tough game out there tonight, obviously pretty physical. What are you guys going to need to do to get across the line?
We just got to match the physicality, I think. We knew they were a physical team coming in, and we're just backing down to it a little bit. Obviously, Froling's pretty solid around the hoop, and we're a little bit undersized without Theo in there, so we just got to keep battling and do a better job of that.
All right, all the best in the second half, mate.
Lots to talk about for both coaches. Sit back and enjoy the second half. We'll be back with some analysis and highlights after the break here on Sky Sport.
And your halftime entertainment tonight, ladies and gentlemen, from Sato Karate Nelson. Sato Karate, an internationally respected martial art with its headquarters in New York City. Sato Karate. Nelson was started by the late Andy Barber, has been involved in the Nelson community for now 50 years, teaching many hundreds of students and giving back to our community as well. Students, of course, develop confidence, coordination and discipline, whilst improving their physical and mental fitness as well. So from beginners right through to advanced, children to adults, Sato Karate Nelson caters to absolutely everyone. And we are so lucky to have
Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre where the halftime entertainment is underway. Hugh Baden here alongside Phil Jones. And the Taranaki Airs have put on a show alongside the Nelson Giants in the first half of this game. 59-52, the Airs leading. And we can have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats after we see just a look inside the depths of the Trafalgar Centre. Lots to talk about, Phil, for Mike Fitchett and the Nelson Giants.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to be talking about how they need to look after the ball and value that, and also take care of the offensive rebounds for the Airs. So they've got more possessions, get more shots up. You see points pretty well spread across both teams. Mitch McCarron has just got his fingerprints all over this game, leading the assists. And Elijah Minnie, the only one to get a block on Sam Dempster's three.
3-point land. Well, Coben Langley, 3 steals, but also 3 fouls. So we didn't see him towards the end of that half, but Giants listening intently. 4 players in double digits for scoring for the Nelson Giants. McNaught, Langley, Greeder, Fotu, and 3 for the Airs in Froling, Davison, and Rokawa. Mitch McCarron looming on 9. So a fascinating second half of basketball to come. And in the Trafalgar Centre, we'll enjoy the Sado Karate. And you guys enjoy yourself a slice of sours, and we'll be back after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause. Thank you so much for coming along tonight. Sado Karate Nelson. Like I say, Sado Karate Nelson was started by the late Andy Barber. It is now involved in the Nelson community for 50 years, teaching many hundreds of students and giving back to our community. So big thank you to the entire team for what they do.
Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. Giants standing tall in the face of a pretty fearsome foe tonight. They trail by 7 against the Taranaki Airs, who have turned it on so far in this first half of basketball. Hugh Baden here alongside Phil Jones. Phil, the Giants still leading the poll.
Yeah, I think they've done not a bad job of just weathering the storm from the Ears in the first half. The Ears really came out a little bit slow in the beginning, and when they got going, they were super tough, putting on a large number of points pretty quickly and extending their lead. And the Giants, the game could have blown out to 20, pretty quickly for the Giants, but the Giants did a pretty good job of just hanging in there. And now we've got a 7-point ball game. First 3 or 4 minutes of this quarter is going to be a big telling point for the home team, and see whether they can stay connected to the Ears.
The Giants led by 8 at the start of the game, Phil, or pretty soon after the start of the game. Obviously, the game started 0-0. And the biggest lead that the Ears have had was 14. And that man has been a large part of it. Emphasis on large. Sam Froling, 13 points, 5 for 7 from the field. That's good for 71%. 5 rebounds and a couple assists to go. He's also drawn 5 fouls on him as well.
Yeah, and he's that type of guy that just creates a lot of presence in the paint, and he's good at finishing. He uses both hands well. Got good patience, really good size. Obviously, he must be standing close to 7 foot tall, 6'11". I think the one guy that's had probably the biggest impact for the Ears is Carlin Davison. He's come in and just really been disruptive on the defensive end, and been super efficient on the offensive end.
5 for 6 from the field is Carlin, 83%, 13 points, 4 rebounds. And like you say, similar to what a 7-footer might do when they loom near the hoop, they adjust what the offensive player is thinking. His athletic ability does just that as well. You're driving to the hoop. You know Carlin Davison's in the vicinity. You start worrying about going to the rim.
Yeah, that's right. He's a rim protector, a guy that can get off the floor very quickly. And I think from a unit, the Ears have been really good on the defensive end. Showing numbers on guys who are penetrating from the Giants. They're trying to take charges, using their body well. Eventually those sorts of things are going to go in their favor if they keep it up. The other thing too is they have some serious depth in their guard lineup with the Cameron brothers, Rokawa, Mitch McCarron. Those guys can all defend, they can all carry the basketball. Easy for them to switch on defense, and they don't lose anything. That's a tough group.
We discussed it in the first half. They picked up Daron Rokawa late in the off-season. 12 points in his 10 minutes so far in this one for Daron.
And he got a lot of those points early in the game too, when the Ears started to make their run. He started hitting a few threes and got to the basket pretty easily. He's a gamer.
Always plays with a smile on his face. He is a gamer in both senses of the word. He does enjoy his video games as well. Has a channel, D's Buckets, it's called. Just want to hit it up on Twitch. And he does enjoy the big moments in basketball. Seen it many times over the years as McCarron fires it out to Davison, quick hands. Rokawa scampers across the baseline, throws it out to Froling. Certainly has the height and strength mismatch on McNaught. Langley looks to help. Good hands from the Ears. Davison's 3, and they start the second half with a 3-ball.
Davison, big grin on his face. He's doing it all for the Ears at the moment.
A little grin between him and his Breakers teammate Dan Fotu. The Kruger back into the game. Greeder thought about the 3 and puts the ball on the floor. Takes off early. Can't get it to go. Rokawa with the rebound. He fires it up to Davidson. He does the rest. So a fast start for Carlin Davison and the Taranaki Ears in this second half. Langley fires it over to McNaught. Kruger wants it in the post. He gets it to him. Up with the right hand. And Froling comes down with the rebound. Davison, why not? Doesn't drop. Rokawa with the rebound, and Theo Kruger goes straight through him.
Yeah, tough one for Kruger. Just ball just bounced the wrong way. He picks up his 3rd foul, which is a problem for the Giants. Froling and him match up reasonably well on size-wise. Interesting to see whether Coach Fitchett rolls the dice on him staying out on the floor for too much longer.
Well, Langley and Akruba on 3 fouls now as Rokawa goes around a rolling screen. Stops. Oh, McCarron wide open under the hoop. Akruba does well this time. We have a foul here on Mitch McCarron. Just tussling with Akruba on the way down the court. Owned that one, did McCarron?
I think he just felt like he needed to give one up. She had a bit of frustration.
Langley finding a bit of space, firing it back to Fotu. Doesn't shoot the three. McNaught step back, does shoot the three, and he gets it to go. Alex McNaught having a shooting night tonight.
And a big bucket for the Giants. And he is come out pretty hot and fast in the third quarter.
Cameron puts up a three. Flynn Cameron, that is, and he gets it to go.
It sounded like a whistle went there.
There's Langley with a high arcing floater from inside the paint. So the team's trading points at the start of this third quarter, much like they did it early in the first, Phil. Rokawa looking for Davison. Fires it out. Froley looking to get it on the three-party. Doesn't drop. Rebounded by his good friend, Dan Greta. Adversaries tonight, the two Illawarra Hawks. Akruba in good position on Davidson. Can't get the finish to go. Carrington McCarron gets it back and finds Frolling. Oh, good hand from Greta with the steal.
Greta with the long arms.
Langley finds a bit of space. Three ball. Goes down. Davidson opted to go under the screen, and Langley took care of the rest.
And Langley shooting it with confidence. Let's see, Gruber looks like he's a little bit gassed out there on the floor.
Well, both big men do. Sam Frolling a little slow to get down the floor last time. And that's plenty fine there as he draws a foul on Theo Akruba. That's number 4. Smart play from Sam Frolling.
Yeah, I think if you've got a guy who's got 3 fouls and it's early in the game, it's hard for him to play defense, and really smart move by him, just attacking the rim. Again, bringing the officials into the game and making them make a decision.
Well, Sam Dempster was ready to check in before that possession. So the IQ on display from Sam Frolling.
Makes the first. Makes the second.
So it's Dempster and Frolling, Dempster and Fotu, I should say, who have to deal now with the threat that is Sam Frolling. Dempster talked about it to you at half-time, Phil. It's not an easy task. He doesn't mind shooting the 3-ball though, Sam Dempster. And that one goes.
Yeah, straight off the bench onto the floor, run a play for him, and knocks down a 3-ball. It's a little bit messy until Alex McNaught got the ball under control. And Sam Dempster giving up inches on Frolling.
Well, Dan Fotu on 2 fouls, so I'm sure that's come into the equation as he has to guide Elijah Minnie. Davidson, 3-ball, down there goes. Connor Davidson is feeling it tonight.
He sure is. He was already running back down the court when he let that one go. He knew it was going in.
Langley gets McCarron on him. 7 on the shot clock. Hesitation round the back. Turn around. Great defense, Mitch McCarron. Frolling with the rebound.
Yeah, Mitch McCarron, excellent on-ball defender.
Sam Frolling just runs straight through Kobe Langley, and Elijah Minnie shoots a 3. And all the chaos that has been this game so far. Fotu hands it off to Greta. Greta, great pass inside to Fotu. It's good basketball from both sides, Phil.
It sure is, yeah. Both being very efficient on the offensive end. And the Giants just not able to stop this Ears team from scoring.
Inside to Mini. The floater bounces around and drops in. Out of bounds, last touch by Elijah Mini. So Giants possession as Cameron checks in for Carlin Davison, who gets a well-earned rest. 21 points, 5 rebounds. Have a seat, Carlin.
If that's me, I'm not sure I'm taking him out. He's hot right now. Ride the wave.
Greeder, catch and shoot 3. Too strong, rebounded by Cameron. Cameron finds his brother, Tobias, who's fouled. He'll go to the line for one more. McNaught, the culprit, his second foul. And the Cameron brothers combining nicely.
Yeah, great find by Flynn Cameron there. Just takes a bump, sees his brother cutting, and Tobias, a little bit of contact from behind and knocks it down.
Nice to see Greeder throw the ball back up through the hoop, like you see the kids do on the playground. Doesn't count, doesn't count.
Trying to reverse the shot.
Tobias Cameron misses his free throw. Fotu with the rebound. 14 points the lead. The Giants just unable to get within touching distance of this air side. And one player we haven't seen, Phil, as Fotu turns the corner, gets fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2, is Hayden Jones at all in this game. I just wonder if maybe there's an injury concern off the back of that Rapid League game.
No, I think he's fine. He warmed up in the at the start of this game. I think it's just coach decision to stick with his main group of guys. Obviously, Hayden's still a young guy and learning the ropes.
Averaging 18 minutes, though, so far in 2024. This is a physical team, as you see young Hayden on the bench.
I know one of the things with Mike Fitch and coaching side of things is that he's big on guys training throughout the week and rewarding those guys for having that opportunity to play in the games. And I think something with Hayden, he has been carrying an ankle injury after his rep tournament, and he hasn't trained a lot this week. You see the ears just waltz down the middle of the floor, and easy 2 points.
So the Giants are looking to bring a bit of life back into the Trafalgar Centre crowd as Fotu crossover. Oh, good hand from Flynn Cameron. Here comes McCarron. Dempster rushing back to help. McCarron finds Cameron. And Langley comes down with the rebound. And Fotu in the wide open space. Almost loses it. So has to settle for the layup.
He's thinking about which windmill he was going to pull off and just about bounce the ball out of bounds.
Karen just conducting the orchestra at the top of the zone. Mini comes down with the pinball rebound. Langley with good hands, and it will be Giants possession. Fotu takes a seat, Greeder back into the game. 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. Phil, can you see the Giants eating into this 13-point lead?
Well, I think if they want to give themselves an opportunity, they've got to try and get it back to, just single figures maybe by the end of the quarter. But at the moment, I feel like the Ears are doing a good enough job to...
Oh, Mitch McCarron. What a block on Dan Greeder.
Great block.
Oh, good hand from Alex McNaught. Greeder will get the dunk he desperately craved in the last possession. Inside to Quinton Bailey. Here's Flynn Cameron. Mini threatening from that mid-range, so he gets a few players to bite and steps through to finish at the rim.
Just too easy. Not an easy shot, but I think just not enough attention. You look at the Giants, when every time they penetrate, there's 4 guys in the paint for the Ears. See there, just another example. Picks up a foul, but,
Foul call on Tobias Cameron. his third foul, as we see the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. Greeter still down there after being blocked on his last dunk.
Mike Fitchett must have heard us talking about him and asking why Hayden Jones isn't playing. Here he is.
Played well in the Rapid League. Got to the foul line well, did young Hayden. Go up against his Tall Blacks teammate, Tobias Cameron. Here he is, ball in hand. Hands it off to Langley. Oh, Langley around McCarron. Fast, and then Quinton Bailey a little too aggressive. This game's putting everything on for us, Phil.
Sure is.
It feels like a playoff. It feels like a playoff game.
It could well be a playoff game. These two teams both very tough there. Langley potentially getting away with a bit of a hook there. And
then gets an elbow to the head from Quinton Bailey, which looks unintentional. For one of the least dirty players in the league, I'd profit. Here he is in the dunker spot where he had success in the first half, and he earns a trip to the line. So his QB.
Yeah, it's tough when the Ears have got shooters all over the court. Raquel standing in one corner and Tobias Cameron on the other side. There's going to be gaps through the back of the zone. Quinton Bailey just loves living down at that dunker spot, as you said. And the Ears are regularly playing with 2-point guards on the floor. You know, we've got Flynn Cameron, Rokawa, Mitch McCarron, those three rotating through two spots. They've got playmakers all over the place.
Well, 14 for 19, the Airs are from the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a good clip.
Langley going to work on Bailey. Fires it over to Jones. Jones steps on the sideline.
We'll have a chat about that later when we get home.
I'm sure you will. I don't think you'll even wait till you get home. McCarron is telling his teammates exactly where he wants them to go. And then finding them. Mitch McCarron drawing up the play, executing the play. Quinton Bailey with the points. Minnie does well to fight over the screen. Greeter thought about the three. Foul. Oh, travel. Good call. Tobias Cameron doing well to get in front of Greeter.
The Giants just lost their way on offense here. Ears doing a great job defensively.
Minnie has those long strides and he'll go to the line for one more. Ingham with the foul.
And Tom Ingham, I think he might have copped one in the chops there on that drive. Mitch McCarron telling his team to get another one. Don't take the foot off the throat.
Greeter down the lane and he gets it to go. And he's come down and he's not looking too happy, Dan Greeter. Ankle, heel, maybe he's up though. McCarron looks up at the clock, about a 9-second differential. 7 to go on the shot clock. McCarron. Jones does well to stay with him, but he fouls him. According to referee Corey Hogg, I should say.
That's a tough call. Mitch McCarron going away from the rim the whole time. Maybe a little bit of contact down low, but I think what we're seeing throughout the rest of the game, pretty tough one for young Hayden Jones. Might be slightly biased. I'm sure Janelle Cameron might message me again later on and say it was a foul.
Carter Davison into the game, as is Flynn Cameron. Mini and Roka will take a seat. McCarron at the line. And he gets it to go. 10 points for Mitch McCarron. Greeder still out there despite moving a little gingerly after that last made basket. Here he is, ball in hand, looking unaffected. 3 ball, that's going to be off to the left. Rebounded by Flynn Cameron, 3 seconds on the clock. Davison, he's had a game, why not? Yeah, why not, Carlin Davison? The Taranaki ears love it. The perfect man to take that shot on the perfect night for Carlin Davison to end the third quarter. The Airs are cooking, 95 points after 3. They lead 95-74. We'll be back with the fourth after the break.
Get as many shots in as you can. As soon as you make a basket, come back, grab a slice of pizza, put it on the ground, go get another. Are you ready to go? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! 45 seconds on the clock. They both play for the Fulton Hogan League, so I'm thinking these guys. Get it up there, Lucy. Crystal's back for a second shot. She's got one slice on the ground. Lucy's up. 20 seconds gone. He's still got plenty of time. Crystal's back for the next one. Come on, Lucy. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Give it to the government. Come on, Lucy. There it is. Right up, grab your pizza. You've got about 5 seconds to make another shot. 5, 4, 3, go, Lucy. 2, 2. Nice work, well done. Crystal and Lucy, once again, round of applause, please. The Sales Pizza Steal. Of course, the Sales NBL Steal are now available at all Sales Pizza Restaurants right around New Zealand. A combination of their famous New York.
Welcome back to the Trafalgar Centre. This is how the third quarter finished. And what a third quarter it was for that man, Carlin Davison, and the Taranaki Airs. They piled 36 points on while giving up just 22. And blew the lead out to 95-74. What can the NBS Nelson Giants do in response in this fourth quarter? Langley, Ingham, Dempster, Jones, and Akrubu out there. Dempster thought about the three, instead puts it on the floor, drives up with the right hand, rebounded by Davison. Rebound number 6. And here's Froling running the lane, blocked from behind. Foul called on Theo Akruba.
That might be his 5th foul, I think.
That is his 5th foul.
And he was short-lived in the fourth quarter. I think he feels like he's a little bit hard done by there. And 2 big men just sprinting down the middle of the floor. Sam Froling is
mobile.
Got a bit of pace about him when he needs it.
A couple of mobile big men. Well, we mentioned this kind of game you do often see from new import big men, and import I mean normally the Americans.
See Tom Ingham stepping in early in the lane. Froling gets another opportunity.
He did pretty well in his debut, Akruba, to stay out of foul trouble. But in the second game, he's done after not even a minute of the fourth quarter. Fotu hands it off to Jones. Langley looking for someone, finds Dempster. Scott Froling on it, had to put up a 3 ball. Does Langley, he gets it to go as the shot clock was about to expire.
Sometimes those are the easy ones when you've got no choice.
Oh, Davison, the Euro step. And he earns a trip to the line.
He changed direction about 3 times in that layup.
He is playing full of confidence tonight, Carlin Davison.
You see here a little crossover and then a Euro step. And I think there'll be a little bit something in this one for him. Obviously playing against Dan Fotu and Alex McNaught, guys that he was involved with the Breakers.
The youngest member of the crowd there, rubbing their eyes. Getting a bit late. 8 o'clock, just about to tick over here. Well, I think it's the best I've seen Carlin Davison play, Phil, and able to sat microphone in hand at his game 10, 20, 30 times in my career, and he's averaging 12 this year. He scored 24. So he is having a great game. As a fine from Flynn Cameron to Sam Froling.
And Froling just having a field day down there, just too big.
Here's Langley around the Dempster screen. Back to Dempster. He gets a 3 to go.
Well, the offensive end, they're making some shots, the Giants, but down here is the issue for them. They just can't come up with any stops.
Cameron, great pass. McCarron, another great pass. Wide open Davison, misses it. Gets his own rebound. Here's McCarron. Another no-look pass right to the shooting pocket of Carlin Davison. Can't get that one to go. Defense by Sam Dempster. Here comes Langley. Finds a trailing Fotu. Buries beneath 2 and finishes.
A nice find by Langley. Fotu doing a good job running the floor well. You see Dan Greta looking to check in. We've got a bit of
moisture on the floor.
Yeah.
Tobias Cameron, I think.
You know, it's your night. Carlin Davison takes a 3 from the corner. Comes up short. Had too much time to shoot it, and the ball just bounces straight back to him. Sometimes you just have those games.
Here's Froling. Height advantage on Dempster. Dempster does well. Froling hits the deck. Big offensive rebound from Davison. Tobias Cameron fires it back to younger brother Flynn. The deep 3 doesn't go. Rebounded by Greta. 18 points, the difference between these two teams. Here's Fotu. Looking to go to work on Mitch McCarron. Greta right in there in the traffic, gets his own rebound and eventually gets it to go. Dan Greta sticking with it.
Greta stays with it.
Begging for a whistle. Oh, and Carlin Davison has come down on an ankle. And this will be a really sad end to what has been a wonderful night for Carlin Davison. And he doesn't look too flash.
He's not putting a lot of weight on that ankle of his. And that's a shame because he's had a heck of a game.
Might see what happened here. Greta, he went up for that rebound and came down and might have just rolled his ankle or landed on a teammate's foot maybe.
Yeah, he did. He did. And straight away his teammate grabbed him.
Well, that is a shame, Phil. You said it. It's been a wonderful game of basketball so far for Carlin Davison. 26 points, 69% from the field, 8 rebounds, a couple of assists in there as well. And that's without seeing any of his high-flying dunk heroics that we normally see.
Yeah, that's right. And that's well, I think one of the parts of his game that everyone likes to see, but he has shown tonight that he can play solid basketball. Shot the ball well, taking really good shots when he's had the opportunity, and also defensively just super disruptive. Tough to get past him on the perimeter, and then anything at the rim he just protects it. He looks like he's in quite a bit of pain.
Well, he certainly contributed. I don't think we'll see him for the next 6 minutes and 48 seconds of this game. They have plenty of talent to call on, do the Taranaki Airs. There's Daron Rokawa who comes into the game. Elijah Mini out there as well. Flynn Cameron, Mitch McCarron and Sam Froling. Here is Froling. Cameron over to McCarron. Mini gets the slightest of bites from Fotu. Turnaround jumper from Elijah Mini is pretty. And he gets it to go.
And they've just got weapons everywhere, this ES team. You guard one of them and the other one goes, well, I'm going to have a crack, and they're shooting the ball at a high clip.
Sam Froling just getting a warning for catching the ball after winning the basket.
Well, yes, 67% from the field.
Langley round the back. Going to work and finishing. Nice move, Kobe Langley over the taller defender. There's Froling, Cameron doing well. Oh, blocked from behind by Greta. Potu with the rebound. And here's possession.
The two flatmates just fighting over the basketball, knocking it out of bounds. The other plays that if the Giants want to get back into this game, they've got to come up with every possession.
McCarron looking to inbound it. He's got a 7-foot man, he can just throw it over the top two, and that's what he does. Here is McCarron inside to Froling. Fotu is repositioned well. And it's Greta, I think, who commits the foul. Just number 2 on Dan Greta.
Yeah, lovely find by McCarron and Sam Froling. Got 4 guys around him, still manages to find the way to get a shot up, and Greta just reaching in and picking up a foul.
Misses his burst. It's that seismic tremor of potential pizza. Denied by Sam Froling. Greta pulls up from the free throw line. High bounce, rebounded by Minnie.
He looked like he was on a mini track when he got that rebound. He got off the ground.
Rokawa fouled by McNaught. 3rd foul on Alex McNaught. And the Airs know they'll go to the free throw line from every foul committed by the Giants from here on out. Oh, Sam Froling through Fotu and Dempster. Somehow finds space in between them and finishes.
Just the footwork of the big fella.
Well, I picked him at the start of the year, Phil. As the Giants want another technical foul for a flop. This time Minnie. Langley's 3 doesn't go.
Coach Pitchett asking about a flop warning.
Here comes Mitch McCarron. Langley. And round the back trying to get a steal. Rokawa just explodes off that screen, but Dempster read the pass. And here's Greta the other way. Cameron commits the foul, and Greta will go to the line to shoot one more.
For a moment there, I didn't think they were going to call a foul. I felt like Flynn Cameron was always trying to foul him, and Dan Greta converts the bucket. You see here, out to the races, and not a lot of contact.
It's a little hand on the hip, but
I was surprised where the foul call came from. I thought Brad Clive, the trail referee, may have called it.
Bit of pressure from the Giants. The Rokawa runs right into Greta, who just keeps it in. And here is Greta, wide open lane. Throws it down with 2 hands. And just still a little bit of energy around the Trafalgar Centre, Phil. Still a 14-point lead in 4 minutes to go. The Airs and Mitch McCarron will know that time is very much on their side. Well, Rokawa setting the screen for Froling. Cameron, 3-ball from the top, and down it goes. Flynn Cameron.
And Cameron, nice shot. Really good find from Froling, and Cameron does the rest.
9 points for Flynn Cameron. He's got 8 assists. As Langley leaves that one short. And the energy that I just spoke about has dissipated fast.
It sure has.
A Cameron 3 and a Langley air ball. Froling feels the pressure, so drives and loses it out of bounds. So Giants possession.
Just chat to Mel O'Connor about the potential of a foul.
Nico Hill checks into the game for the ears. Sam Froling takes a seat. 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. And a whole heap of influence on this game. Langley fires it over to Fotu. Looking to go to work on Quentin Bailey. Fakes one way, goes the other way and gets it to go. Dan Fotu up to 23 points.
Yeah, and Dan Fotu just a really nice job there. Nice little show of the basketball and spin move back to the rim and finishing.
Mini shakes Dempster, drains the 3. The Taranaki Airs are 12 of 19 from beyond the arc. Is we have a foul called?
We sound like we may have awakened the beast from a three-point line with the chat about both teams not shooting at a high clip from 3. And
well, before this game, they were 10th and 11th in three-pointers made.
12 of 19 will help that cause a little bit.
And the Giants have hit 14 of their 26. So the Giants shooting 53% from beyond the arc, as you see Carlin Davison, who's responsible for a few of the 12 that the Airs have hit at a 63% clip, Phil.
That's pretty impressive.
They've shot 66% from the field, 63 from beyond the arc. They have sent a warning shot across the bow of the NZNBL tonight, have the Taranaki Airs, as Kobe Langley helps himself to 2.
Oh, I think when the Giants score 95+ points a game, they'd feel pretty confident about winning. But obviously they've come up against a team that has just got hot.
Rokawa misses that one. Greta slaps it out of bounds.
And Dan Greta fighting for the rebound, just couldn't come up with it. The fans definitely haven't been, have not been entertained this game, with over 200 points scored between the two teams.
Well, they've had 2 great games in the Rapid League and the NZNBL game from 2 teams. Could see later in the season doing battle, Phil. A foul there. It looks like it might be on Tobias Cameron.
I think
Kobe Langley hits the deck.
A little bit of interaction early off the screen, and
Elijah Mini called for the foul. Kobe Langley felt 24 points, 62% from the field, 10 of 16, 6 assists, 5 steals.
He's had a solid game for his 3rd game for the Giants now.
Oh, that's an easy one there for Elijah Mini. Just picks the inbound. And we have a timeout from the Giants with 1:47 to go.
As they walk off the floor, looking very dejected in themselves in that last play. Just too easy for the Ears. Sloppy inbounds pass.
The Karen, 11 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. Everywhere you look, contributions along that Taranaki side. But as you say, Phil, 95 points from the Giants. The Airs have been insatiable on offense.
They sure have. They sure have. Well, the interesting thing is the Giants have actually done a reasonably good job of looking after the basketball. They've only had 8 turnovers for the game, which is
9 now. That was the 9. But the Airs have had 14.
Yeah. But it's just at the clip that the Airs are scoring, percentage-wise. If they're going to play like this on a regular basis, they're going to be a tough team to beat. And they're getting it from all over the court. As we see, looks like a rapid league unit into the game for the Giants. And Tom Ingham finishing with a nice left-hand play off the backboard.
Yeah, wholesale changes out there for Mike Fitchett. Oh, and for Sam McKinnon as well, as we are pretty much looking at the rapid league teams. Jones down the lane, turnaround, jumper, high off the back iron, and he's fouled.
A bit of contact after the shot.
Here's Kerr, hands it off to Davison. Clock around, it's about to tick to a minute as Ingham. Oh, Eddie Kerr, big offensive rebound, hands it off to Inwood. And it will be Giants' possession. The Giants hit the road, Phil, after this game. They've had lots of home games to start the season. Started on the road against the Rams and then 5 straight at home. And they now hit the deep south with a southern swing against the Nuggets, who've established themselves as contenders for a 3rd championship in 6 years. Maybe even less, actually. They might be doing them a disservice. And the Sharks, who are yet to win a game.
Yeah, big road trip for the Giants after dropping this one at home. They're going to have to get a few wins on the road to make a push for the playoffs.
Meanwhile, the Airs head home to Taranaki for a mouth-watering matchup against the Franklin Bulls, who are 5-1, as Quentin Bailey will go the line for an M1 opportunity. Like you say, Phil, on a tough loss for the Giants, but delve into the stats and it doesn't seem like they've done too much wrong, apart from give up 115 points so far, which I'm fully aware is something wrong.
It is, yeah. You've got to be able to stop the other team, and the Airs have just come out and played an excellent game on the offensive end. Ernie Kerr just coming across and committing a foul.
With 4.3 seconds to go. Well, the crowd treated to excellently entertaining game of Rapid League. And then a really good 3 quarters of NBL action. And led by Carlin Davison and the Taranaki Airs. Jones with the rebound. He's going to have his 3rd half-court attempt of the day, and it doesn't go. And that'll do us for the action here at the Trafalgar Centre. A well-earned win by the Taranaki Steel Formers Airs. Contributions all over the roster. 26 points from Carlin Davison, who we wish well after an injury early in the 4th quarter to his left ankle. He also had 8 rebounds. 22 points from Elijah Minnie, 9 for 12 from the field, 75%. They all shot brilliantly, did the Airs. Samson Froling, 63% from the field for his 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. And Mitch McCarron, who ran the cutter, 11 points, 9 assists. Flynn Cameron had 8 assists with his 9 points. And the Brian Ramsden Memorial Trophy remains in Taranaki, and we can hear from Mitch McCarron, who's with Phil Jones.
Mitch, congrats on the win. Obviously, watching you play, you seem to play with poise, and you're steady on the court. You get the ball to your teammates. What are you looking for when you're out on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, these clowns were great. You know, we moved the ball around, obviously, and we got to play unselfish. You know, we think we've got enough talent to score the ball. We just got to let it pop.
Yeah. So, and the other thing, what did you guys have for lunch today? Because you guys shot the crap out of the ball.
We had a beautiful lunch. Yeah, the beachcomber has been looking after us. It's been great.
Yeah, awesome. Well done, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Well, the ears are in one, as they should be. What a performance, and what a way to end a road trip where they went 2-0 with a win against the Phi, and then a win against the Giants. As we see the presentation of the Brian Ramsden Trophy, I think it's just happened behind these clowns, as Mitch McCarron called them.
Well, it's hard not to be happy after that type of performance. Come down here, not the easiest place to play, and heck of a job. Played a great game.
Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse stats. Sowie, Carlin Davison with those 26 points. Langley, Fotu, Greta, all over 20 points for the Giants. McNaught shot well from beyond the arc. Carlin Davison and Sam Froling, along with Mitch McCarron, leading the way rebounds-wise for the Airs. And how about those assists? 9 for McCarron, 8 for Flynn Cameron. Kobe Langley was 6. Good stats, good individual stats across both teams, Phil, in this game. 5 steals for Kobe Langley as well. He found himself in a bit of foul trouble early, as did his import teammate, Theo Akruba. And as I said before, we wish Carlin Davison well with that ankle injury, as his teammates lift him off the court. And from us at the Trafalgar Centre, a bid farewell to round 5 of the Sal's NBL. Round 6 coming up Wednesday, 6:30. The Hawks taking on the Phi. The Rams taking on the Nuggets from Otatahi on Thursday, 6:30. The Sharks desperate for a win. Can they get one? The Nelson Giants hit the road for the first time in a long time. Friday to the Shark Tank in Invercargill, 6:30 p.m. every game live on Sky Sports. The Hawks taking on the Phi live on TikTok, of course, as is every Wednesday game. For myself, Hugh Bain and Phil Jones, it's been our pleasure to bring you the final game of round 5 of the Sal's NBL. We'll do it all again in the coming weeks on Sky Sport.